Pottery Barn inspired American cottage home decor. Vintage charm and soft neutrals. Welcome to your step-by-step guide for transforming your space with American cottage charm and Pottery Barn inspired elements. In this tutorial, we'll walk you through the exact materials, textures, colors, and furniture styles that bring vintage warmth and neutral elegance into your home. No guesswork. No fluff. Just actionable style steps. Whether you're starting from scratch or looking to update your current setup, these tips will help you curate a space that's soft, classic, and layered with vintage character. Think antique accents, cozy neutrals, and timeless textures. Let's begin with the basics and build your dream cottage interior from the ground up. Welcome to your cottage-inspired home makeover. Start by taking a look at your current space with fresh eyes. What feels cluttered? What lacks warmth or character? Begin with a simple decluttering, removing loud colors or overly modern pieces. This step clears the path for the soft, vintage charm we're about to build into every corner of your room. Once the space is cleared, start envisioning layers. Think fabrics, textures, and time-worn finishes. Begin collecting inspiration, Pinterest boards, thrifted finds, or Pottery Barn catalogs. This is your design foundation. The goal is cozy elegance with a vintage soul. Keep a physical or digital mood board handy while you decorate to keep your vision consistent. Neutral base, choosing the right paint colors. Start with a creamy neutral tone that adds warmth without overpowering. Stick with off-whites, soft taupes, or grayish shades. Use samples on multiple walls to see how they react to natural light throughout the day. A calm paint base will help vintage textures and cottage accents stand out. Try paints like Benjamin Moore White Dove or Sherwin-Williams Alabaster. Avoid stark white, it can look cold and clinical. Aim for finishes like matte or eggshell for that soft cottage glow. The color should feel timeless, not trendy. Paint large poster boards with sample colors and move them around the room before committing. Warm whites and soft grays, the perfect backdrop. Once you've chosen your base tones, layer in complementary colors through furniture, curtains, and rugs. Soft grays and warm whites blend effortlessly to create a welcoming and relaxed environment. Avoid bold contrast. Stick with harmony and balance. Use these shades to unify open concept rooms. Paint trims a crisp white while keeping walls soft and creamy. Bring in stoneware or painted wood accents in grays to round it out. These tones serve as the stage for vintage charm. Limit your palette to 3 to 4 neutral tones to keep the space cohesive. Textured fabrics, the foundation of cozy. Introduce texture with natural materials, linen drapes, cotton throws, and jute rugs. Layering texture gives the space depth without using bold color. Start with base textiles like a linen couch cover or woven curtain panels. Add smaller accents like knit cushions, faux sheepskin throws, and ruffled pillow covers. These pieces add softness and vintage soul. Textures should feel touchable and worn in, not slick or shiny. Stick to natural fibers. Synthetic blends often lack that authentic cottage texture. How to style with slipcovers and linen are key to the lived-in Pottery Barn cottage look. Choose soft, machine-washable linen or cotton blends in ivory or stone. Tuck neatly into chair corners for a casual but tidy finish. Use slipcovers to unify mismatched furniture or freshen up worn seating. Linen also works beautifully for tablecloths and bed covers. Keep the styling loose and flowy to maintain that charming ease. By slightly oversized slipcovers, cottage style thrives on softness, not sharp edges. Mixing subtle patterns for a layered look. Patterns with intention, ticking stripes, delicate florals, and miniature checks work beautifully together. Keep all patterns in the same soft color family to avoid visual chaos. Balance large and small scale patterns for depth. For example, a floral throw pairs well with a striped pillow. The key is subtle contrast. Avoid anything too busy or bright. Use 3 patterns max in any single area to keep it feeling serene. Vintage-inspired furniture. What to look for? Seek out pieces with turned legs, carved details, or worn wood finishes. Look for coffee tables, dressers, or sideboards with cottage curves and visible grain. Avoid modern boxy shapes. Thrift stores, antique markets, or estate sales are gold mines. Even if the finish is off, focus on the shape. You can always refinish or paint it to match your palette. wood over MDF, it ages better and takes paint beautifully. DIY furniture flip. Pottery Barn on a budget. Start with a second-hand piece, clean it thoroughly, then sand the surface to prep it. Choose a muted paint color or chalk finish for a time-worn feel. Avoid high gloss. Swap out hardware for antique brass or matte black knobs. Apply finishing wax or sealant for durability. Add decorative molding for a custom Pottery Barn-inspired edge. Mix baking soda into your paint for an instant textured, aged finish. Distressing wood for that antique feel. Lightly sand corners and edges to mimic wear on furniture. Use a chain or hammer for gentle dents on wood surfaces. Paint then sand back to reveal layers. Use dark wax or stain to enhance grooves and grain. Focus on parts that would naturally get used: drawer handles, table edges. Always test on scraps before applying to main furniture. Layer 2 paint colors before distressing to create authentic depth. Cottage-core details, curves, chips, and charm. Add charm with imperfect details, ceramic knobs, scalloped edges, or wavy trim. The look should feel collected over time, not purchased all at once. Let pieces age naturally or enhance chips and worn spots on purpose. Mix these charming elements into every room for consistency. They're the soul of cottage style. Look for furniture with visible joinery. It adds instant character. Decor styling: ceramics, books, and ironstone. Start with layered heights. Stack vintage books, place pictures on top, and nestle them beside candle holders. Ironstone adds subtle weight and history. Choose neutral or white ceramics for cohesion. Display in odd numbers. Groups of 3 or 5 create balance. Leave room for negative space so each piece can breathe. Mix matte and glossy finishes for subtle contrast. Using baskets to add texture and storage. Use woven baskets under benches, beside sofas, or as wall decor. Choose rattan, seagrass, or willow materials in natural tones. Line them with linen or tuck-throw blankets and magazines inside. They provide visual interest and double as stylish storage. Hang shallow baskets on the wall for quick cottage art. Vintage art and botanical prints. Where to place them? Choose vintage-style artwork with soft tones. Think wildflowers, still life, or old landscapes. Hang them in pairs or triptychs above beds, consoles, or mantels. Use aged gold or blackwood frames for a classic touch. Botanical prints work beautifully in kitchens or hallways. Keep placement symmetrical but relaxed. Lean smaller framed prints on shelves or dressers for layered dimension. Soft lighting equals instant atmosphere. Use warm bulbs 2700K in fabric shaded lamps and wall sconces. Place lighting at different heights: table lamps, floor lamps, and candles. Avoid overhead lights unless dimmable. Opt for antique or bronze finishes to blend with vintage decor. Layered light softens the space and adds evening charm. Use plug-in sconces for easy, renter-friendly cottage lighting. Choosing lamps and wall sconces with cottage appeal. Look for lamps with classic silhouettes, like urn, spindle, or candlestick shapes. Pair them with fabric shades in cream, flax, or pleated linen. These materials add warmth and authenticity. Wall sconces with curved arms or antiqued finishes create a soft vintage glow. Use them above reading nooks, bedside tables, or kitchen sinks. Choose warm brass or matte black for a timeless look. Add dimmer switches to lamps for ultimate cottage ambience control. Subtle statement pieces, oversized clocks and lanterns. Anchor large walls with an oversized wall clock in wood or aged metal. These pieces provide scale and rustic charm without overwhelming the space. Keep colors neutral or distressed. Lanterns add old-world warmth to any corner. Use one on a mantle by the entryway or as a centerpiece. Choose clear glass or lightly frosted panes for that cozy candlelit effect. Fill lanterns with battery-operated candles on timers for easy elegance. Symmetry in decor, easy elegance. Symmetry adds a peaceful rhythm to cottage spaces. Place matching lamps on either side of a console or a bed. Use paired frames or mirrors to create visual balance. If exact symmetry feels stiff, go for loose symmetry, same shape, different materials. For example, two similar vases in different finishes. The goal is effortless order. Use symmetrical pairs to frame focal points like a fireplace or gallery wall. The power of a soft, neutral area rug. A neutral rug grounds the space and adds instant warmth. Choose flat weaves, braided textures, or subtle patterns in beige, taupe, or soft gray. Keep it large enough to anchor furniture. Layering a smaller vintage rug over a larger jute base adds visual interest. Avoid bold geometrics, soft florals or faded medallions work best. Choose a rug with a low pile for easy cleaning and vintage authenticity. Mixing metals and textures the right way. Mix metals like antique brass, oil-rubbed bronze, and brushed nickel for depth. Keep the finishes soft and muted, nothing too shiny. Blend textures like metal, glass, and distressed wood. Avoid matching everything. Instead, repeat a finish at least twice in a room, such as a light fixture and drawer pulls. This keeps the mix intentional. Matte finishes hide fingerprints and feel more authentic to vintage style. Creating balance between new and old pieces. Mix vintage finds with newer staples to create a layered, lived-in look. Pair a thrifted sideboard with a modern slipcover chair. Balance is what makes the space feel natural. Too many vintage items can feel cluttered. Offset with crisp lines or newer textures. Let each piece breathe by avoiding overcrowding. Use one vintage piece per vignette to highlight without overwhelming. Negative space. Why less can be more? Negative space allows your curated decor to shine. Leave breathing room between furniture and wall art. Open shelves should feature a mix of items and open air. Edit frequently, remove anything that feels like filler. Let your favorite pieces have a moment. This gives your home calm, clarity, and focus. Each styled corner and assess if anything feels too full. Cohesive flow, connecting every room. Use repeating colors, materials, or accents throughout the house to create flow. For example, bring the same basket texture from the living room into the bathroom. Even if each room has its own vibe, keep the foundation consistent. Soft neutrals, aged accents, and vintage charm. Think of it like chapters in one cozy story. Use a consistent trim color and flooring tone throughout for instant cohesion. hacks for the Pottery Barn look. Use throw blankets as slipcovers for a no-sew furniture refresh. Fill empty frames with printed vintage art from online archives. Add faux florals in white pictures. Elevate basic IKEA pieces with new hardware and distressed paint. Add crown molding or faux beams with peel and stick kits. Small touches, big impact. Search free vintage printable art online for budget-friendly wall decor. Final touches that make the room feel finished. Add greenery in every room, real or faux. Style trays on ottomans with a mix of candles, coasters, and seasonal touches. Complete your vignette with height, texture, and contrast. Use scent as a finishing layer, candles, diffusers, or stovetop potpourri. A room that looks good and smells welcoming feels truly finished. Citrus and herbal scents like sage or rosemary pair beautifully with cottage decor. Your cottage makeover, before and after reveal. You've followed every step, from color choices to vintage touches, and now it's time to see the transformation. Take a moment to look back at your before. Every neutral layer, every styled corner, has turned your space into a cozy, lived-in retreat. This is your American cottage story, told through warmth and charm. Thank you for being part of this journey with Eterna Decor. We hope this transformation inspires you to create a space that feels truly like home. If you love this tutorial, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Let us know what you're styling next. Until next time, stay timeless, stay Keep a journal or photo diary of your home projects. You'll love seeing how far your space has come.